Good evening. Thanks for joining us. A simple, ordinary night for hundreds of shoppers at Toronto's famous Eaton Centre turned into a nightmare tonight when a gunman opened fire inside a mall. We've been following this story all night long. We have all our reporters down there. We begin with Jackson Porosco, who is live outside of the Eaton Centre with the very latest. Jackson.
Good evening, Carolyn. What a horrific scene it was here this afternoon outside the Eaton Centre. In fact, as I approached the scene, there were thousands of people being evacuated from the building. What we know tonight, one person dead, 8 victims in total, 7 of them shot. There is a suspect on the loose tonight, and we have some pictures to show you from earlier today of this massive police and paramedic response to this situation. Now, it was just after 6:30 when shots broke out inside the newly renovated food court here at the Eaton Centre, and from all witness accounts, it was a very hectic situation. Just what led up to this situation isn't entirely known. Was this a targeted shooting or was this random? That's something police are trying to sort out tonight. Needless to say, the Eaton Centre remains cordoned off tonight. We have a 25-year-old male who is being confirmed dead, a 20-year-old man in critical condition, a 13-year-old boy in critical condition, 3 women in serious condition with gunshot wounds, a woman who was grazed by a bullet, and a pregnant woman who was trampled in the melee, who was essentially went into labor as a result of what was going on here tonight. She was trampled in the mass rush to evacuate the food court when those shots broke out. A number of witnesses now for you describing exactly what they saw during a very crowded afternoon at the Eaton Centre.
All of a sudden I heard a big bang, boom, like really, really loud. Then I heard, and then I looked up, I saw a gunman. He was black, about 20 to 40 years old, had a light brown coat. And he then all of a sudden shot like 5-6 times, boom, 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 boom.
I was just walking along and just pulling my cart, doing my work as a runner there. And all of a sudden this guy literally comes up with a gun and starts firing bullets. I did see somebody get shot right near the heart.
I was talking with one of my employees. I heard 2 gunshots followed by 8 to 10 more. Very fast, one after the other. Identified them as gunshots right away. I saw people rushing up from the food court, up the stairs and up the escalator to get out.
I saw shells on the ground. I'm freaking out. I'm a security guard, so I wanted to help, but police were there to tell us to get back inside. It was crazy. Like one of them, the one that was closest to me is next to Fast Food Fresh, and I think there was someone helping him out, and they was trying to keep him awake because it looked like he was gonna die. So it was crazy.
Not since the Boxing Day shooting of Jane Kriba in 2005 has downtown Toronto been traumatized by this type of event. You can imagine the mass chaos as everyone tried to evacuate the Eaton Centre, and word quickly spread of this shooting that involved apparently so many innocent bystanders. While police continue their manhunt for a suspect tonight, they say they have a vague description that they're working on. Of course, they're trying to sort out whether this was targeted, whether this was intentional. They do say, though, that the man who was killed tonight, fatally shot, does seem to have been targeted. Toronto's police chief made an appearance here a short time ago. Here's what Bill Blair had to say.
We have all of our resources here at the Eaton Centre. We have secured the scene. The homicide squad is here and is responding in very significant numbers, and we, in our forensic identification team, has taken over the scene. In addition, we have police officers with the victims at the hospital and with our victim support services, and we are very much in the early stages of this investigation. We have a suspect description which the homicide squad will be pursuing and will eventually release to you. All I can tell you right now is that it's very early in our investigation. We have received certain information, and there was a lot of people in the food court at the Eaton Centre today. There was a lot of people present when this gunfire took place. A lot of innocent people were hurt, and a lot of innocent people were put at risk. And we will be relentless in our pursuit of the individual or individuals who were responsible for this violence.
In fact, Chief Blair said that the comparison to the Jane Kriba shooting was very obvious in his mind. It was something he thought of immediately when he was called down here for the shooting tonight. Toronto Mayor Rob Ford also arrived to see the scene for himself and express his condolences to the victims this evening.
I extend my condolences to the family of the victim and the other victims that have been shot. Our prayers are with them, and hopefully they will pull through. This incident tonight is absolutely terrible, and I'm down here just offering my support to the police, and we want to make sure these people are apprehended and arrested on whoever committed this terrible crime.
At this hour, the Eaton Centre remains sealed off as a crime scene. All of the doors are completely taped off, and investigators are, in fact, continuing their work inside at this hour. There are so many unanswered questions. However, police and investigators say they're being aided greatly by the sheer number of people who were around when those shots rang out, as well as the sheer number of security cameras that are inside, because this is a mall. The food court was recently upgraded quite extensively. One thing police are appealing for, though, are for any witnesses to come forward with information. They're apparently questioning a large number of witnesses at 52 Division tonight. Bill Blair is saying that they will spare no expense, no effort in finding the shooter, although they don't have a clear indication as to where that suspect may have fled. They're working on that, as well as a greater suspect description.